If you want to have the best skin, the healthiest skin of your life, and look at least 5 years younger, look like you are at the right place. This is updated video 2025 with the most read books, with the most amazing information that I share on all my social media platforms. I decided to sit down. This video is going to be long, but very educational, very informational. You will not find this educational microneedling, dermarolling video anywhere else in the world. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. This thing works. Results of the clients prove that they work. People just don't know how to use it. And I'll teach you how to do that, because I've been doing that for the last 8 years of running microneedling business and being 25 years in skincare industry. Yes, by the way, no fillers, no Botox, no filters, no lasers. I do just love doing everything at home, and I do have right now my passion, my own Dermarolling line, which I love to death. This is my baby. This is what I'm married to, and I'm passionate about that like crazy. I started filming Dermaroller videos. I did not make any money. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this because I genuinely love this tool. It really genuinely works. It works like crazy. So before I even jump into the video, this is foam to cleanse and disinfect your skin, because you know you want to disinfect your skin and your tools before you use Dermarollers. If you want to know how to properly wash your skin, there's gonna be a video down below also. I can pop right here. And if you want to know exactly, like in detail, how to disinfect Dermaroller, also I'm gonna pop video right here. Also is gonna be down below in the description box. We're going to use today 0.5 millimeter Dermaroller, which is the best size. Everybody buy that like crazy, and the most reviewed. 4.9 stars reviews. Anyway, cleanse the skin. Disinfect Dermaroller with pumps before, like 1 or 2 hours night before that. I told you video is going to be down below in the description box. Now, what I'm doing, I'm gonna use this time numbing cream. I do not use numbing creams because I'm kind of like a badass, but a company sent it to me, numbing cream, and I will use it in case for those of you guys that you think you might gonna need numbing cream. I have a friend that she said like, no, I'm fine. She's doing ice bath. She did some sort of like a retreat event where she went into the coffin and was like kind of buried alive. I don't know, it's crazy thing. I will never do this, but she's like, I can't stand Dermaroller pain. Like I can stand any kind of pain and everything. I can't stand Dermaroller pain. I'll tell you this, if you birthed your child naturally for any reason, you can stand it for sure, 100,000%. If you started crying when you birthed your child at the 2 centimeter dilation, you definitely gonna need a numbing cream. No judgment, no something wrong or right. We're all different. This is all about that we're all different. I'm trying to make this video that it will be great for everyone. We are not judging here anything or anyone. So I'll keep this kind of a little bit thicker layer on the skin to numb wherever I'm gonna use Dermaroller. If you're gonna use a special Dermaroller, is painful on the forehead, so don't forget to use numbing cream if you want on the forehead. Here's the thing, what you need to know, with 0.25 you're definitely not gonna need numbing cream. With 0.5 maybe, with 75 and 1 most likely, especially if you're a beginner. So let's start. What is actual Dermaroller? Dermaroller has multiple needles inside, and you want to make sure you're not getting fake wheel Dermaroller that have those fake wheels. This is very, very important to know where you're buying your Dermarollers from. Make sure you're not buying from eBay or kind of like a weird places. And I also gonna tell you, a good quality medical grade Dermarollers are not cheap. At least I will say $25, $35 minimum. That's from my point of view as a manufacturer of Dermarollers. I know how much it costs to manufacture. I'm talking about the good high quality needles. This is something entering your skin. Do you want this to enter your skin? These needles are not needles. These are like knife shaped things that towards the base they widen. So when you roll on your skin, this thing, it goes deeper into the skin, right? And towards the base is wider. So you're just causing unnecessary trauma that is gonna take much more longer time to heal. It's not gonna give you better results, trust me, will not. Most likely in some cases you will scar if esthetician gonna kind of like roll it to make sure that all the needles are going in, and these are not even needles. A Dermaroller should have a needles in the Dermaroller inside like this. Can you see the needles actually inside? I think you can. You can see needles inside. That is a very, very important. So Dermaroller should have needles. Doesn't matter how many. This one has 192. We have a trademark, real individual needle Dermarollers. That's where I was kind of like inspired to manufacture real individual needle Dermaroller, because I did the research. Market did not have Dermarollers with actual needles. So these are surgical grade, CE certified medical grade needles, which is kind of almost like acupuncture, tiny needles that's gonna go into your skin, which is amazing. And Dermaroller, it is on this kind of little wheel. Now there are different kinds of Dermarollers. I do have Dermaroller for those who love the nature and planet and want to save it. Replaceable head Dermaroller, so you only need to buy the head. You don't have to buy entire handle. You keep changing. I also have a tiny mini Dermaroller. It's really great around the eyes. 11 lines, lips around the ear, nose below the brow, something that you cannot use this below the brows. I don't recommend. So what microneedling actually does, great for anti-aging, fine lines, crow's feet, great for tightness of the skin, great for lifting the skin, bringing the oxygen and blood flow, so your skin is gonna look more youthful and natural and alive and not that pale and dull. You're gonna increase the appearance of that you're alive and that you're like just you. It's not gonna make you look like you have Botox, but it's gonna actually make you look like you 5 years ago. This is really amazing. Blackheads, whiteheads, any discoloration, any pigmentation. If you guys gonna be consistent, this is a really great tool to start, okay? I feel numbness is happening right now. How to prep for this session. So you double cleanse, you disinfect your skin with the foam. This is liquid oxygen in the bottle, which is amazing because this foam is actually disinfecting. I can't tell this, but this is disinfecting better than alcohol. And yes, I know in the past I did a lot of videos that I was using alcohol, and alcohol first of all dries out your skin like crazy, damages skin protective lipid barrier. We don't want that. We want a healthy, beautiful skin. And actually dries out the needles. It actually damages the plastic itself. Any tool you're gonna use, that's not okay. Now, do I like pen or do I like Dermarollers? I personally like Dermarollers, but make sure that it's not fake Dermarollers. With pen also, you can do this. It does amazing results only if you don't drag it and do not do circular motions, only stamping. But with the stamping, takes forever. Why would I spend like half an hour stamping if with Dermaroller, literally 5 minutes and I am done. Now, how to remove numbing cream. I do feel a little bit numbness, but not as much as I expected. I just wipe out with a towel. By the way, I have a towel that I'm only using for face. I'm not using this towel for anything else, only face. Okay, I do feel a little bit numbness, but not too much. I will need a little bit more. It's weird because it's 5% lidocaine and it doesn't really feel that it's 5%. It's been half an hour already, unless I need to keep for 1 hour, but who has time to keep a numbing cream for 1 hour? All right, really make sure, kind of at this point I have to rub it. That's why another reason why I don't like to put numbing cream, because you have to really remove it really well. A little bit more foam to disinfect just in case, and then wipe out everything again. And I'm watching in the mirror. All right, and now the Dermaroller technique I'm not using for the neck today. If you need a neck video, I'm gonna put right here somewhere on the top and you can check it out. Also gonna be down below in the description box. All right, we're starting with the technique with the magic tool. Technique is very simple. For the beginners, you will use for 5 minutes maximum, 5 times roll in each direction like this. And for advanced people that used Dermaroller for more than 20 times, you will do max 10 minutes, 5 times each area, horizontal and vertical. Do 3. Now you wanna lift. Lift is just simply, it's not gonna kill you or anything like that. It's just simply, when you do that, the needle is going all the time in the same place, all the time. When you lift, it's kind of better because it reaches every millimeter of your skin, not just in the same exact hole. You understand? So then I will do a little bit here, not too close to the eye, far away, 5 times as well. 5 times as well. And then I'm gonna go with the cheek up, side, up, side. Always go up or side or kind of sideways, never go down. It's not gonna kill, but gravity is already pulling us down, so why will we use the Dermaroller down, right? Like, you're not applying cream and putting, like guys apply cream and then kind of like down. We apply cream like that. Everything what we do with the face, washing, serums, creams, mask, anything we do to the skin, doing up. Make sense? All right, let's go. And you can go like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, like 1, 2, 3, or you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's up to you. So this cheek is kind of done. If you have extra like lines somewhere, you can give a little bit extra love, few more rolls, like pressing a little bit harder like this. I don't really pressure people asking like what kind of pressure should I like apply. When you shave your armpits, your legs, you don't go crazy with a razor, right? But you also don't go too gentle. You kind of like, you know, feel it, but not too much. So for those areas where you have lines like me, a little bit extra pressure, it's fine. It's okay. All right, let's go to this cheek. You know what's the best part? For the pores on your nose. So right now I'm done with microneedling. A little bit extra love on the top of the brows. Actually great for brow growth. Don't worry, anywhere else not gonna grow, only for the places where it's supposed to grow. Otherwise, I've been dermarolling for 8 years. I should have a beard by now, because people asking me, oh my god, if it's helping with the hair growth on your scalp, will this make my, you know, brows, beard or something grow? For the guys, yeah. Anyway, this is how I disinfect with the foam. And tomorrow morning, I'm just gonna rinse with the filter water and I'm just gonna close it. Right now, I'm just gonna keep it open like that, or at least like, kind of like this on the counter. Now, a lot of people asking, will I bleed? No, with my Dermarollers, you will not bleed. I promise to you. With the 1 millimeter Dermaroller, maybe you can have a little bit like a pain, like kind of little dots, maybe, but you will not bleed. Should you bleed with Dermaroller? No, no, no. With the real individual needles, you do not bleed. With the good tools, you do not bleed, period. If you're bleeding, you're using some crap, period. Maybe some little dots with the 1 millimeter Dermaroller, maybe, but you should not. All right, what do we use after? You can use serums, creams, sheet masks, red light therapy, which is a panel. Let me show you. Not gonna tell the brand because I'm not sure if it's working, but the panel I'm talking about, this kind of panel you can use after. I don't know if I recommend any other tools that when you hold it and those, I'm not sure yet. I'm doing research about red light therapy. Maybe I'm gonna launch one day. What I'm using peptide serum because it is organic and natural and it's from Gin Amber Beauty. I'm mixing actually all of them. Vitamin C booster. These are from my store. You do not have to buy it if you don't want to. Hyaluronic, I put few pumps, toxic free, active ingredients, non-irritating, non-harmful, toxic free, did I mention paraben free, fragrance free, phthalates, SLS, silicone free, gluten free, everything free, because when I was sick with Hashimoto's thyroiditis, pre-diabetes, I created this line to make sure that it doesn't destroy your immune system. It's not harmful for your hormones, and it smells actually like a plant. I really love it. So you apply like that, press, press, press. It's gonna firm, it's gonna hydrate, it's gonna brighten, it's gonna tighten, it's gonna lift the skin, and sexy tomorrow. So if you want to apply anything else, you might, I don't recommend, but you might want to be like, Jane, I can't afford these serums, are expensive. Yeah, okay. If you want to find something cheaper, make sure it doesn't have fragrance, parabens, perfumes, phthalates, SLS, drying alcohols like denaturated alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. Most of the serums, they have that. Guys, splurge a little bit of money. Get one serum. If I will recommend one serum, get peptide serum. Where is peptide serum? Right here. A peptide serum. Now, cream after, sure. Serum after, sure. I'm gonna use Hydro Mask because this is really, really nicely hydrating sheet mask, which literally hydrates, again, clean ingredients, natural ingredients, non-harmful ingredients, cooling, restoring, reducing redness, inflammation. That's what we need after microneedling. Microneedling basically is causing micro wounds in the skin that is helping to rejuvenate, repair the damaged skin cells. Like if you want to grow a glute muscle, so you want to break the muscle in order for muscle to grow, kind of the same with the skin. You want to break a little bit, micro injure the skin in order to have a beautiful results, which kind of doesn't make sense, but it does make sense. Research is there. If you want the best book I can recommend to read, it will be this one, Dermaroller by Lance Satterfield. Every study is there, all the education information there. He did a lot of studies of skins actual under the microscope, what worked, what didn't work, and stuff like this. Really great book. I recommend to any practitioner. If you're doing microneedling, I highly recommend to use that book. And wow, that feels so good, cooling. All right, now aftercare is extremely important. Now, what do not do after dermarolling? For the next 24 hours at least, do not go in the direct sun. There's no way you can do that. No sauna, no workout. You can go to the gym, you can work out. Just warning you, you're gonna have a little bit of burning sensation. That's not impacting your benefits, but it's just gonna be uncomfortable. I will avoid that. You're not gonna sweat in any way possible for the next 24 hours. You have to avoid. You don't have to wait 3-4 days. Do not go in the sun. You can go in the sun in one day in the next 24 hours. After that, you can go in the sun after 24 hours. Make sure you wear sunscreen, mineral sunscreen, toxic free certified. Then big hat, big glasses, a lot of sunscreen, triple layer of sunscreen. You can go for a walk your dog, go run your errands and stuff like this, but don't go to the beach. If you want to go lay down on the beach, avoid for the next 48 hours. Make sure you do not go to the beach at least for 2-3 days. It's just allow your skin to heal. It's not that complicated as people think. And some estheticians say you don't go to the sun for a week. I'm like, okay, I don't know, where did you learn that? If you have any more questions, please leave me down below. I'm pretty sure I forgot something. I want a little bit dermaroll something here under the eye that I don't know if you guys noticed. I do have a little bit of bruise over here. I did PRP a month ago, and the PRP of injection went wrong. I got bruise. Let me see without this light, maybe you can see. I'm not sure, but this is not kind of a little bit darker, not here. It went kind of away, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna strengthen the skin over here, gonna apply a little bit extra love, and this is 0.25. For under eye, you don't wanna use 0.5, just only 0.25 max size that you wanna use under the eye area, because we don't have fat there. There's no subcutaneous fat layer. We just want to strengthen that capillary situation. It's gonna boost with collagen, elastin production. A little bit extra love on some spots is absolutely fine. By the way, if you have any requests, questions, I'm gonna be happy to answer your questions. Just leave down below in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button, because you're gonna be notified when I upload more amazing educational videos like that.